Take three.
First one didn't record. Second
one, the car engine starting.
Third time lucky.
Well, good morning everybody. Welcome to Life on Board Amy Joe again. And you'll never guess where we are today.
Still on the River Avon.
We are indeed. We're still on the River Avon, but hopefully, if all goes to plan, we should be moving off the Avon today. We're going to Tewkesbury, which is where the Avon meets the River Severn. So we're going to spend a couple of days in Tewkesbury. Chris wants to go round.
I want to go look at the museum there.
That's it, yeah. And then we're going to drop down through the Avon lock onto the River Severn.
Exciting.
Exciting, yeah. Big rivers. So, if you're sitting comfortably, we'll get the engine on and we'll get moving, shall we? On leaving Eckington Bridge, we pass the Stransham Sewage Works and lock and continue on down through Bredon and under the M5, past the Fleet Inn and end up moored outside Tewkesbury Marina. Now this is Stransham Lock. It's beautifully maintained. I think it's had a lot of work done to it recently. But what a stark contrast from the Avon National Trust to Canal and River Trust. Look at this. Neatly tended. It's a beautiful spot. Even the landings for the boats to get alongside, very carefully maintained and painted up posts. CNRT wouldn't be doing that, would they? Come on CNRT, get your legs out and sort things out, will you? Like the previous lock, Strensham Lock proved to be a tight fit for Amy Jo, and added to that, the exit from the lock onto the lock landing was very tight, and the exit onto the river extremely narrow, with very little room to manoeuvre. Smudge. Hello, Smudge. Seems rather strange that it's on the Avon, but this is actually the Severn Sailing Club. It must be a tributary to the main one that's on the main river, I guess. But it brings back memories of our old sailing days. With the officer of the day box who runs the race, and of course the clubhouse. Got to have a clubhouse when you're dinghy sailing. Got that all-encompassing pint after a hard race. Just coming up to the Fleet Inn at Twining Green. Sounds like a brand of tea, doesn't it? Looks rather nice. They've got some moorings there as well, but we want to get to Tewkesbury today, so we're continuing on. Well, we've finally made it to Tewkesbury, or rather the outskirts of Tewkesbury. We're actually at Tewkesbury Marina, and I've got to say, they've made us more than welcome. Tewkesbury, or the main town of Tewkesbury, is down that away, and we're right on the edge of it apparently. But we're in a delightful marina, Tewkesbury Marina, and I have to say they have really looked after us. They've got us on a pontoon with electric hookup. We're on the river but on the pontoon, and we're here now for a couple of days, and then we're on to the Severn. Well, this for us is the end of the River Avon. Just behind the boats there where the gap is the Avon Lock, which will take us down onto the Severn. Beyond that you can navigate for about a mile, but there's no way we could turn Amy Jo round once we go beyond this point. So Avon Lock is the extent of our travels on the River Avon, and that's the direction we'll be coming from. In fact, the boats up in the distance there are the marina where we are currently moored. So we'll be coming down through here under this bridge that we're stood on to the lock. Next morning we put Smudge's lead on and we went in for a walk into the town of Tewkesbury. Here's a few shots of the town as we walk through. Tewkesbury is a market town that stands on the confluence of the River Severn and the River Avon. It lies in the far north of the county of Tewkesbury and forms part of the border with Worcestershire. The name Tewkesbury is thought to come from Theok, the name of a Saxon who founded a hermitage here in the 7th century. It was also the scene of one of the decisive battles of the War of the Roses, the Battle of Tewkesbury, which took place on the 4th of May 1471. The town has an abbey, or Tewkesbury Abbey, and in 2021 they're celebrating its 900th birthday. Its tower is believed to be the largest Norman tower still in existence. Lunchtime on board Amy Jo, with Mummy and Daddy, and the boys waiting too.
But I'm not doing cheese today.